Alright, and we're back. We are back with Phoenix Wright. I had a little bit of a snack. My stomach was killing me for a second. But we're all better now. We've also got a little bit of coffee. So we're waking up. We're waking back up here. And we've got extra water. Because I have a feeling we're going to be encountering quite a few characters. And let's continue episode 3, part 3. The investigation of Turnabout Samurai. So to quickly summarize, we are defending an actor by the name of Will Powers. He stands accused of murdering his co-worker Jack Hammer, and we will get into those details right now. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya? So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? It's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system they decided to speed the whole process up. So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. That's so weird. Excuse me. But it would make sense, like, for, like, the game to kind of work, right? So you gotta invent a bullshit reason or two. And you can't, like, do exactly everything a lawyer is supposed to do in a lawyer game. I doubt anyone would play, like, past the first case. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai suit? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Oh. Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2. That's where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. Right. Bemerge. Mr. Wright. Yeah, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, P, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Producer Vasquez. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? But she's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Really? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? I detest how warm it is in this room. Oh, he used to be a straight-to-video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. He brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. That's fucked up. All because he's a portly fellow, Phoenix? I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he's just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Globe. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel. To Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Alright, that's kind of weird. Excuse me. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Yeah, I think our guard's down. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard stand if we wanted. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. No, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director? So, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No. No, it doesn't, Maya. No, not at all. Considering, you know, a conversation that we had with a certain red-haired gladiator. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Bowser's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop to so low. It's impossible. Looks like it's been turned off. A mountain of junk food. A mat and a car. Need studio entrance. Is that it? Do we go to studio 1 or 2? Okay, this is where we go then. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2? Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. That's a good question. Hey, Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Hello? Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me. Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, dear. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fate blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh. Oh dear. Maybe there's something in here anyway. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Oh, okay, that's how you read that. Nothing in here that could be a clue, just paper cups and crumpled documents. A lesson plan or whatever. What if I do check everything this time around? The glass is frosted. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. An old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell does Samurai sing about? Chopping off heads? Oh my god. That movie was the best. It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Oops. Mr. Hammer was Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know. Singing Samurai Stars? What's next? Ninja Ballet? Samurai Summer starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old. Wow, it's been years since I saw that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great. A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. Nothing to say here, Maya? Fine. So, now what? There's nothing in here. We go track down the assistant then. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Yeah. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. But... No touching. Well, okay, I thought my fucking monitor failed. I'm like, what the fuck? Ma, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine that plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If this chases, it'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal.
Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright.
So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills.
Looks like it.
Steak plate. How goes your investigation?
To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. Switch suspects. Hello. Seashells down by the seashore.
Hey, not bad.
And some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Powers anymore. Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though.
Prosecutor Edgeworth. How is Edgeworth doing anyway?
Mr. Edgeworth's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa, talk about burns.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles.
Say, whatever happened to the empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you, for you about that. They found the victim Jack Hammer's print on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep. Sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim.
So I was right. Okay, now do we just... Is that it? Do we just take off? We don't have to show him shit anymore, right? Oh, there you are.
Oh, hello.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
What? Why? But WP's innocent.
Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai.
What? No! Poor Maya. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that?
Oh,
I guess the rumor must be true then.
the rumor.
Yeah, Miss Vasquez, the producer, she had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently.
Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They let the film set the way it was too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! Boo-hoo! This bullshit! My favorite show's going away! Phoenix! Help!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? And me, what am I gonna spend my money on?
It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, I'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Damn it.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called here. Here, take a look at this. What's this? What do I show her? Because I should have saved it and I don't get a chance to here. Funny that. This, what? No. No, we don't show her the book, right? Not Ultra showing her the book. And this is a fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault.
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. But that's the dirt that she had on Mr. Hammer. Whoops.
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studios back then, you know.
Thanks. We'll try asking her.
Crap.
If she'll talk.
What? You're still slinking around. If you like the place so much, why did you take over for me?
The old windbags doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. What do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer.
She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. I think she has rabies. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. I wanted to ask you about 30 years ago. Uh-oh. Who did you hear that from? What? Nichols? Nichols. Okay. Oh, Penny. Yeah, Nichols, Penny Nichols. Oh, I can't scroll and look through the dialogue. The assistant we met. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. Suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole that Powers costume. Alright, let me get a take 2 on that. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? When you have some kind of proof. I don't think we're supposed to say we have proof. Proof? Well, no. See? I see how you work. Anything that doesn't fit, you just blame on the dead. Well, just butt out, lawyer boy. She knows something. How am I going to get her to talk? Oh yeah, that's right, we can't go into Studio 1 anymore. So, Studio 2. Alright, so I'm sorta lost. Shit. No, this is not where I wanted to go. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbeck, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Power's costume.
Take that!
Here's my proof. Oh, shit. Anyway, here's my proof. What? What's an empty little bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he had used those pills on Powers?
Take that!
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, right? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. This old bag. You're right. 5 years ago there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. Pew, pew. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. Well, you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbeck. Hold on a minute. Here, take this. A photograph. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on top of the stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel like talking about it much. I understand. Wow, such an abrupt cut in music. So, yeah, we move over here, right? Oh, we don't get to question why the... Well, this shit's all fucking bent. Whoops. Where? Sorry. Where? What? Where did you get that? Oh, well. Old bag. Oh, old. She means security, Miss Oldbag. The security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Did you forget already? Right, anyway. Ms. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? and used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. The conversation interests me. Let's talk about it tomorrow inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Well then, what was it you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went to sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No. You mean Mr. Harrow did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I read him hard. You believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Oh, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She beat a man's ass for it. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable as the evidence. Oh, Jesus. Hello. Hey, how's it going? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. Dave Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh, thank God a fucking cop walked in, otherwise we'd be fucking grease stains.
Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you. That was really scary.
Huh? Don't mention that, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry. It's just... I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay. I got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
Who's at the bottom?
D. Vasquez. To be continued.
Oops, hang on.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I am not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch you. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Excuse me. I entered the trailer a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate table steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, and when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you. Sal and I ate table steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, and when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
Hmm. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You are fatigued, so you had Sal take you. Sal and I ate table steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, and when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
You are fatigued, so you had Sal take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. What? Maya, what? So we do the same thing that we always do.
Hold it!
By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp.
Hold it!
Did no one leave during that meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk about that a bit more.
Objection!
The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears.
Hold it!
And what exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth.
Hold it!
Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, right.
Hold it!
And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break.
Hold it!
Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder. Yeah, committed murder. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Oh my god, I'm all congested now. On one side, and I hate it. Well, Nick, find anything? I kind of wish she said a little more. It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said somewhere. So she was there early, a little before you. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting.
Okay. Sorry for the long silence. I'm eating a burrito.
It blocked the scene, the path into the scene of the crime. So wait a minute, she couldn't have made it. Yeah, so we show her the monkey's head, right?
Objection!
No. Damn it.
Hold it!
Shit.
Objection! Hold it!
Wait. Use this manager. Let's get to Studio 1 after the meeting or trailer. Damn it, so what's the contradiction supposed to be?
Hold it! Objection! Hold it! Hold it!
What did she say again? Oh, just okay. No, right.
Hold it!
Get through. Take a 15-minute break.
Hold it!
If she committed murder during the break, she wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak.
Objection!
No.
Objection!
Huh. Okay. That was a guess. Huh. As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak, but I say you didn't. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, it has a large bone that has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. Yeah, you ate the bone too. You ate a boneless steak, or you didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. and then you did it. You kill him with your own hands. Mr. Wright, is that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it. Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see... Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning... The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. This picture.
Take that!
Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you well enough by now to know when you're going to present the wrong evidence. I can sense it too with my fey blood. Okay, so I picked the wrong evidence. Enough with all the sensing. Because if breaking the chef has been mended with duct tape, it would have broke, right?
Take that!
Oh, alright. Again, another guess. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was that security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was? How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can't tell you because there was no weapon. Of course I can. Of course. Candy antics, right? I have to agree, Mr. Wright. At least pretend that you think you might know. Let the self think before speaking. Tough crowd. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us? Yes. God damn it. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order, order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret to the studios. And what does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post has pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I can't say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? No, very creative, Mr. Wright. Could use a man like you on my script writing stuff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer as you say. But the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1, returned to the trailer, and all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could have I disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to the death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I bet she couldn't. She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance. Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting, let's hear it then. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. With this car.
Take that!
Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1 and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1, yet before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume.
Objection!
Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Huh. So without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van and managed to put the body in the costume? Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. I was kidding to lighten up the proceedings. You can't lighten up a murder. No shit. Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims unjust. Yes, Your Honor. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez would have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? What? So, what happens next? Don't look at me like that. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? I lost, something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. And there's no denial. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. The result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Yeah. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, as the witness says. Certainly it doesn't seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? I'd like you to testify again. Again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all that there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn. Damn! To come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Ms. Vasquez. What? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. Very well. I see. Very well. Edgeworth, please. Your Honor, I request the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick, why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. but wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that? I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing out Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. What? What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal. I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, and you could have put a hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes? What the fuck? That doesn't matter. You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. What, boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there. Really? Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us. You expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around. You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez? Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one was there. No one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without a steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Ms. Vasquez, you may continue. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Oldbag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going to the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She also seems to have given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot writing on it with all those big wigs in the meeting. Sure, professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess.
Objection!
Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness last statement. Think. Miss Vasquez says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order, order, Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe why there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. Wait. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Val. He told me. Val, the director. Yeah, you have to find something to peg this honor here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. Oh no, I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Oh, God. So we only have like 2 shots to do this. So let's save. back to the trailer. Shit. Wait a minute. Well, Powers is injured, not Hammer.
Objection!
You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known if it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez. You heard Mr. Manila wrong. You saw Hammer limping. You didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he was doing this, well, it would have been to put... Whoops. Yeah. Too bad you can't actually, like, look back. Yeah, look back. Can you? No, you can't. So I can just reload that because it's right here. So, whoops. Wrong button. Yeah, he was pretending, blah, blah, blah. Well, it would have been after. It would have. Yeah, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping, and Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. Oh, whoops, whoops, oh shit, hang on. Whoops. My bad. I wasn't paying attention to where my mouse was. Yeah, I severely fucked up here. Oops. Uh-oh. Please don't be mad, but Silky, please. Oops. And Mr. Hammer was in the steel samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, I will have order. Witness. Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death, nothing. Yes, she would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there was a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day in Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was the constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez and not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have here? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright? Please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for murder. She had no motive. Okay, allow me to present the court evidence proving Ms. Vasquez's motive. It was the monkey. Shit, do I just show them the picture again, right? This is my proof. And this tells us why Ms. Vasquez wanted to kill Mr. Hammer. I'd say all it proves that the defense attorney has completely lost his marbles. Damn it! The court requests that you find your marbles immediately. I'm afraid I'll have to penalize you for this. For your penalize you for this waste of the court's time. What? Your Honor, are you okay? She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel. Ms. Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this be? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and no. Don't touch him. Please don't die. Aw. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. But he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes, Your Honor. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. And that is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez. But I think he tried to frame me for the murder. He makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Shit. What do we say to him? this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because he was the star. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show, and is the villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you.
I think I understand. You could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime.
I think you're missing the point.
Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over.
So am I. So am I. Congratulations, WP!
Oh, yeah. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Can't wait to get back to that sweaty costume, man.
Oh no.
Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Nick, Edgeworth.
Say something, right?
I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers.
Ah,
Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers.
liar.
Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings.
Unnecessary feelings?
Yes, unease and uncertainty.
Aren't those kind of necessary?
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, Wright? Don't you ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, is that guy your friend?
What? Friends? As if they're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick? For now we are, I guess. Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids shows again. Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. The end. Yes, we'll save our progress.
Boat.
It's been what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. Can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. And we will continue that tomorrow. So, instead, we're going to call it for now. We've been at this for 11 and a half hours. Pretty long stream today. I was really wanting to play a lot of Street Fighter.